Welcome back, family. Welcome back to the Veracious Podcast. Your boy Elmore checking in, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the overwhelming support that you gave me for Why Do Men Cheat. So we're going to keep in that same vein. We're going to keep moving in the same direction, but today's topic is going to be why do women cheat? I haven't forgotten about you ladies, so don't think I forgot about you. This is the truth that most people don't want to hear. Why women cheat. So what's up, family? Welcome back to the Veracious Podcast. We don't just talk about it here. We tell the truth. And I think a lot of things that resonated with people with regarding why men cheat, because people want to get answers. People want to know why. People want to know if it was them. People want to know if it was something that they could have did differently. And I think this topic is going to resonate with a lot of people too. For my fellas, if you've ever been cheated on by your wife or by your spouse or by a girlfriend or by any significant other, our goal is to break down and get a true understanding of what leads people to step outside of a relationship. On today's episode is a follow-up to one of our most talked about topics, why do men cheat? And if that shook the room, this one might flip the whole table, because we know, guys, women are better at cheating. Do you agree or disagree? Drop that comment down below. Give me a thumbs up if you believe women are better at cheating. And women, you can also respond to that too if you guys know that you're better at cheating than men. Not that we agree with cheating, but it is something that happens. So let's get into it. Why do women cheat? Not from a place of blame, not from a place of hate, but from a place of truth and understanding. Because what people really want is they want something better in a relationship. We got to stop lying to ourselves about why people do what they do. So let's get into it. Part one, let's be clear. Let's clear the myth up. That's what we're going to do. Let's clear the myth. Here's the first lie we've been told. Men cheat because of sex. Women cheat because of love. That's only half truth. Do you guys believe that to be true, that women cheat because they're looking for love? They don't feel loved anymore, and that's the reason why they stepped out of a relationship. Women don't usually cheat just because they're bored sexually. They cheat because they feel unseen, unheard, unvalued, or emotionally abandoned. This is huge. This is huge, guys. This is why here at the podcast, we always talk to you about trying to tap into your emotional side when you're in a relationship with your significant other. What do I mean by that, tapping into your emotional side? Tapping into your emotional side is just being open, being vulnerable. And for a lot of times, men don't naturally gravitate towards being vulnerable. They're more kind of just stagnant, very quiet, more reserved. Most women don't wake up and say, let me go ruin my relationship today. Most women aren't saying that. But they will wake up feeling lonely in a relationship. Why would a woman wake up feeling lonely? Does she feel alienated? Are you spending time with her? Are you still taking her out on dates? Are you still courting her after 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years? Oftentimes that can make a woman feel lonely. Are you guys still Netflixing and chilling? Are you still doing that? Are you still watching movies during the winter time, maybe drinking coffee in the morning? So let's let's press on here. So that's the part that's really dangerous. They just don't wake up feeling lonely. And that can be dangerous because it's an emotional need that goes unmet for a long time. The heart starts looking elsewhere for oxygen. And we know this, ladies, and I'd love to hear your comments on this, is that oftentimes when women aren't seen or they don't feel heard or they don't feel emotionally valued, then here comes Tyrone at the job with the cup of coffee, right? He comes with the Starbucks. He's like, I got a little Starbucks for you today. Oh, you look really nice today. And then that's where the interest peaks for a woman, right? She's getting some type of emotional validation. She's being seen by someone that's not in her home. So that often can make a woman drift away. Part two, emotional starvation. Let me say this clearly. Women cheat when they feel emotionally starved. When she says nobody listens, and when she cries and nobody responds, when she needs reassurance and she gets silence, that often can lead a woman feeling as though she's not being heard, seen, cared for, like her feelings don't matter, and like she's just unimportant. Oftentimes when men or women feel unimportant, they'll go do things that make them feel important or feel wanted. That could be anything from going out to shopping to mask the pain, to going out to sleeping in somebody else's bed in order to mask the pain or hurt. And over time, silence feels like rejection. Fellas, if your lady's coming to you and she's telling you about some of the things that she's experiencing or what she's going through, it's important that you take time to sit down and listen to her, put your phone down, be attentive to what she's saying to you. And this isn't justification for anyone cheating. Let's be clear about that. This isn't justification for a woman cheating. This is ultimately a woman coming to you to express her feelings about what's going on with her emotionally, and you not hearing or showing up when she needs you to. So what happens? Another man shows up, right? This is what we're talking about. This is Tyrone at the job. This is Mike at the job. This is the basketball coach on your son's game. And when these guys show up in their lives, they're very attentive, right? They're great listeners because they want some of that peach. And that's why they're good listeners. So ultimately, they feel seen. The new man listens. He affirms her. He sees her. When she's telling a problem about something she experiences, often Tyrone or Mike at the job will tell her, yeah, you shouldn't be going through that, baby girl. That ain't right. Wow, he's doing that to you, man. If I had somebody like you in my life, that would never happen, right? He's planting a seed. And as I think about it, too, we probably could do another chapter on why men befriend women and why they wait so long in the wings like vultures, waiting for their prey to die so they can pounce on it. And also, she doesn't even realize she's crossing the line until she's already over on the other side. Ladies, let me give you some free game. When you're divulging too much to these men at your job, these men are predatory. Men are naturally predatory. So ultimately, men are looking for a way in. I have always struggled with the idea that whether or not men and women can be friends. I've always struggled with that because I always feel like if a man is friends with a woman long enough and they become really close and really tight, he's probably just waiting in the background until things fall apart and then he can pounce, right? He can jump on top, literally and physically, and take advantage of the situation. And it may not be necessarily taking advantage because the woman knows well enough to what she's doing. That's how emotional cheating starts, long before anything physical happens. Next one, the validation trap. Here's another truth most people don't like. Women cheat for validation just as much as men do. People want to be heard. People want to see if they still got it. People want to feel love. People want to feel desire. These are natural feelings that women go through. And that's why they step outside of their marriage. They step outside of their relationship to revalidate who they are. Yeah, girl. Tyrone took me out to Starbucks yesterday and we had a coffee and he wants to go to a nice steakhouse. I told my husband that we're going to just go to lunch and I'm going to go out with the girls, but I'm actually going out with Tyrone. I'm so excited. I got my hair. I got my nails done. He compliments me on how I look. He tells me I smell good all the time, right? Things you used to do, guys. These are things that used to do. Tyrone doesn't have a new playbook. Mike doesn't have a new playbook. Ultimately, he's utilizing the playbook that you use in order to get the woman in your life. And when a woman starts doubting her worth, her beauty, her power, and someone else reminds her, that hits like a drug. It's like a dopamine hit. Boom. Right? It's like a dopamine hit when a guy begins really pouring into her, listening to her, making her feel wanted, making her feel desired, complimenting her, knowing what she likes, bringing her that cup of coffee, asking her if she wants to go to lunch. Hey, this is another one too the guys do at the job. Hey, I'm going to run out and grab some lunch real quick. You want something? Real small, very subtle. A woman takes that as, oh, he's just such a nice guy. Oh my God, Mike is so nice. I can't believe he brought me something back. I didn't even ask him for anything to. Mike is plotting on the peach. Let's be honest. Mike is plotting on the peach. So that's something you want to be conscious of, ladies. And especially after being taken for granted. Being criticized too much or feeling invisible. Attention becomes addictive. And we know attention becomes addictive because look at social media. Women are doing things on social media that are garnering attention from men who are in their DMs, who are willing to do almost anything to bed them down. And when women are up there taking these pictures and you see their exercise outfits with their back out and their cheeks real tight and they're turning around giving the gluteus maximus butt shot, whenever they're doing the gluteus maximus butt shot, then you know that these women are actually out here fishing for attention. And I'm always curious about the women who are online doing this. Do they actually have men at home? Are there people? Are they involved with men? Because all these women can't be single showing all this flesh. You know, the devil's so busy. So once a woman starts feeling alive again, it's hard to go back to that feeling dead inside. So when she comes back home, she shuts down. She's not responsive to you. You may have even brought flowers, right? A time has passed where you haven't been attentive to her. And now she is like, she's no longer interested because Mike and Tyrone at the job are filling her cup. Her cup is getting filled by these individuals. And that's what you got to keep in mind. When her behavior starts to change, guys, you got to be more attentive to what's going on because oftentimes that can be signs that she may be stepping outside of a relationship or that the relationship may be too far gone in order to retrieve it. The next one here, trauma and attachment. Let's go deeper. Some women cheat not because of the present, but because of the past. Unhealed childhood wounds, abandonment issues, fear of being alone. A lot of this stuff does play in people's psyche. If you grew up in a household where you weren't heard, seen, or validated, oftentimes people will go to whoever is validating them, whoever is making them feel good, whoever is showing up for them whenever they need it. Women are emotional individuals. Guys, hear me clearly. Women are emotional individuals. So that's why they do some of the things they do, some of the decisions they make. You ever laying in bed with your lady and she says something crazy like you're just watching TV or you're on your phone playing a video game and she'll just pop up and say, do you still love me? And you're just like, guys, we're like bewildered. Like, where did that even come from? There's something in that statement where she's not saying she doesn't feel fulfilled, validated. She needs a level of reassurance. So that's kind of your way to kind of latch back onto her and kind of boost her back up. Oftentimes when women are saying that is because their emotions are spiraling. So what do? They keep backup options. This is what I hear from a lot of guys. All women got a backup option. Go through your lady's phone if you can. No, I don't want no DV issues. Go through your lady's phone and ultimately find out if there's a backup option. She got a friend at work. You ever hear her talking about somebody? I think it was Mike Epps had a very funny clip where he actually said, Mike Epps actually said he would go to his girl's job. And he said you can always tell the dude she's cheating with because you'll go to her job and Tyrone will be like, oh, man, you must be Mike. He's like, I recognize you. He's like, you here for Sheila? And Mike was like, no, I'm not here for Sheila. I am here for you. That had me cracking up laughing if you haven't seen his stand up. But yeah, so they keep backup options. We've heard that before. Women are really good and very secretive at the process of cheating. Women can covet, hide the best that any people can before a guy even picks up on it. We're too worldly. Most men are just kind of focused on the world, just kind of moving through the day, and women are able to hide and covet that relationship very well. Not because they're evil, but because they're scared that if the relationship fails, they'll have nothing. Looking for a backup. I think the other new phrase is called side piece. Whenever people have side pieces, that's really your backup. If something goes wrong with this one, I got a place I can go live. I got a place I can go stay. And I know somebody's going to be there to help me emotionally, financially, physically, and in other areas of my life to make me feel supported, validated, and cared for. So the emotional investment is in more than one place. That's not love, that's survival mode. Oftentimes when women are looking outside of the relationship, they want to ensure that they got another option in case Tyrone, Mike may show up better than their spouse, husband, or boyfriend at this time. Next one, let's jump into it. Power, control, and revenge. Now this is deep. This is a very deep one. Power, control, and revenge. This is a deep one, fellas. This is one that, check it out now. I'm giving you guys free game here. So this is why women are stepping out on you. So ultimately, women may cheat for power, control, and revenge. Sometimes cheating isn't about love. Sometimes it's about power. When a woman feels disrespected, cheated on first, or emotionally neglected, a woman will get her lick back. Yep. She will get her lick back because she wants you to experience the same pain that you put her through. She wants to have control over the relationship to where she feels like I'm not the only one that's able to do their thing. I'm not the only one who's able to get a new boo or a new side piece. So I'm stepping out on you because you stepped out on me. I want you to feel every piece of this energy that you made me feel. She might cheat to say, now you feel what I felt. That's a common statement. If you've ever been cheated on and you know you did the cheating first, and it's so crazy because men will go out and cheat, then the woman will cheat, or vice versa, or the woman will cheat and the man will go out and cheat, and then one or the other party will say, now you see how it feels, right? Don't feel good, right? And ultimately, I wouldn't encourage anybody to do that because that's actually a dangerous game to play. I'm always of the firm belief that if you're going to cheat or you feel like you need to step out, just bounce. But again, that's just me. I don't want problems at this ripe old age in my life. That's not connection. That's revenge energy. Ooh, that revenge energy. Yeah. That revenge energy hits you a little different because that revenge energy is real dark. It's real evil. It's energy that I've utilized and I've kind of plotted on to kind of make sure that this person is getting their just desserts. So that's not connection, that's revenge energy. And revenge energy only destroys a relationship. And revenge never heals anyone. It just spreads the pain. That's part of the problem. Next piece, social media and options. We talked about that a little earlier, but we're going to take a little deeper dive into it. Let's talk about the modern world. Instagram, DMs, likes, attention. These social media accounts have probably broken up more relationships than anyone can ever imagine because now people feel as though they have more options than they really do. And what women have to understand is that men are only out here just because they want what you have in between your legs. They're not looking to start a new relationship with you. They're ultimately DMing multiple women at different times. And what happens is people feel conflated. If a woman has 150,000 followers, she may think she's highly desired. She's only being sexually desired. That does not mean these men want to have a relationship with you. If you think you can go out and cheat and be with someone else, and you believe that ultimately I can cheat and be with this person, that this person will accept me for who I am, do you really believe someone that you cheated with truly wants you? Do you believe that they can fully trust you and sleep beside you with both eyes closed? Do you really believe that? Do you really believe that I got this person through cheating, so this is going to be a beautiful relationship? No, the relationship started on a lie. Yeah, the relationship started on a lie. So how do you believe that you can ultimately be with anybody sincerely when the relationship started on a lie? Most side piece relationships don't even survive. So when a relationship feels dull, distant, or dry, the internet often instantly offers escape. That's why people go to social media for validation. That's why she's taking pictures in front of the mirror. That's why she started these TikTok reels, and especially of these salacious TikTok reels where she's showing parts of her body. She may have her feet on the page. She may be showing a lot of cleavage. She may be showing all these different outfits because she's seeking the attention. She may put it under the guise of, I want to be a fashion influencer. Put some clothes on. How about that? Put some doggone clothes on. You out here trying to be a fashion influencer. Fashion influence these people with some clothes on, because you can walk around with some clothes on, but taking your clothes off, more men are going to be in the DMs. Now she feels more desired. She feels more validated. She may begin actually selecting or responding to a few of these men. And one of the things that guys talk about, ladies, is that if you respond to any of the DMs in your inbox, then that guy's already got you. The old school rule is if you respond to a DM in your inbox, then that means you are actually seeking the validation. And what would a response be that a woman would give to someone in their DMs? No, I have a boyfriend right now. I'm good. That's all a guy needs. You just crack the door a little bit. You open that door up just a little bit. Now he can take a peek inside, and he's like, well, she responded, so now I got a little bit of playing field. I got a little bit of area to play with. Keep that in mind, ladies, when you're responding to these DMs. A woman who doesn't respond to DMs is ultimately not interested. So men know that rule all too well. Respond to a DM, I got something. And a guy will sit and wait for months, years to kind of work you down, work you over, constantly comment on you, thumbs up your picture, heart your picture, put a little comment in the thing. You look so beautiful today. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have a woman like you in our life. Right? I'm feeding into her need for validation. I'm feeling into her need to be seen. I'm feeling in her need to feel fulfilled. So keep that in mind, ladies, as you're processing this idea of whether or not you want to step out in a relationship. So people just slide into your inbox. That's what winds up happening. They slide in your inbox, and your inbox isn't just your inbox. I'm talking about another box, if you know what I mean. So this is the hard truth. Here is the veracious truth. Women cheat when they feel emotionally disconnected from the man they're with, not always because he's a bad man, but because the relationship stopped being an emotionally safe space. Guys, you have to cultivate an area or grounds, and I'm not saying you can save everybody. Let me preference that. Everybody can't be saved. If you have a woman who's destined to go out and cheat, if you have a man who's destined to go out and cheat, then they're going to do that. There's no amount of being a good person, buying gifts, cars, homes, travel, that's going to stop them from doing it. Once a person has put that in their mind, body, and spirit that they're going to step out on a relationship, that's what they're going to do. That's exactly what the person's going to do. They're going to step out of the relationship. But because the relationship stopped being an emotionally safe space, love doesn't die from arguments. Love dies from neglect. You got to water your woman. You got to treat your woman like a flower. If you want her not to step outside a relationship, you got to pour into her. Vice versa. This isn't just a one-way street, but this is the psychology behind why women cheat. So what's the lesson here? If you're in a relationship, check in emotionally, not just physically. Ask, do you feel seen? You can ask your woman this. Do you feel heard? You could be asking your man this. Do you feel safe with me? Both people can ask each other that question. And if you're single, heal first. Take some time. Don't jump into a new relationship too soon unless you feel as though you're ready. And also don't block God's blessing because something good could be coming for you. So heal first. But because unhealed people don't cheat because they want to feel better, they cheat because they don't know how to love from a whole place. This has been the Veracious Podcast. If this podcast hit you, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. We will continue down this line of questioning and understanding. If this resonated with you, share it with a friend. I love to hear from you guys. I'm in the comments often. You can access me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm kind of all over social media at this point. So we're looking to build. Again, thank you guys for all the support, and thank you for staying with the Veracious Podcast. And I'm out. Take care, guys. And stop cheating.